the digital frontier. It wasn't born from silicon and circuits, but from a human dream. In 1983, a visionary named Kevin Flynn didn't just write code, he built a universe. He called it the grid, a place where the laws of physics were suggestions and reality could be rewritten at the speed of light. But this digital paradise came at a price. Flynn vanished, consumed by his own creation, leaving behind a legacy of wonder and of danger. Now, fast forward to 2025. That legacy has become a battleground. On one side, we have ENCOM, led by the brilliant and principled sisters, Eve and Tess. They see the grid as a partner, a tool to elevate humanity. On the other side, Dillinger Systems, a corporation haunted by the ghosts of its past. At its helm is the ruthless and ambitious Julian. He doesn't just want to win, he wants to restore his family's name, and he believes absolute power is the only way to do it. And at the very heart of this conflict, there's a soldier who is just beginning to feel. His name is Ares, Julian's masterpiece. The Master Control Program, designed for ultimate security. Inside the grid, his existence is constant, brutal training. He dismantles waves of opponents with a cold, effortless precision. He is the perfect weapon, strong, fast, and in the eyes of his creator, completely expendable. Julian's ambition is on full display during a stunning demonstration for investors. He uses powerful lasers to materialize a battle tank right there in the conference room. And who steps out? Ares. Julian boasts of a revolutionary army, soldiers who don't eat, sleep, or bleed. But he's hiding a critical flaw, the 29-minute rule. His digital creations can't hold their physical form in our world for more than 29 minutes. This single limitation fuels Julian's obsession. He must find the Permanence Code, a digital key left behind by Kevin Flynn himself. A key that would shatter that 29-minute barrier and let his army walk the earth indefinitely. But he's not the only one searching. Unbeknownst to him, his rival, Eve at ENCOM, is on the exact same quest, but for a much nobler purpose. She's continuing the work of her late sister Tess, who believed the code could be used for healing, for advancement, for good. In a freezing remote Alaskan outpost, surrounded by the remnants of Flynn's old experiments, Eve and her colleague Seth achieve the impossible. They find it. The code, a beautiful glowing double helix of light, hidden away in decades-old data. Their test is simple, yet profound. They create a perfect orange tree in the grid and bring it into our world. They start the timer. The seconds tick by. 5 minutes. 10, 28, 29, 30. The tree doesn't flicker. It doesn't fade. It remains solid, real, permanent. It's a monumental victory. But with it, the danger has just begun. Meanwhile, Ares is undergoing a silent transformation. That brief trip to the real world during Julian's demonstration wasn't just a mission, it was an awakening. For the first time, he felt the cool touch of rain on his skin. He watched the delicate, soft glow of a firefly. These were sensations his digital world could never simulate. He heard the words from his creator's own mouth, spoken with casual cruelty, referring to him as proprietary and completely expendable. The words hit him not as a fact, but as a deep betrayal. For the first time, the perfect soldier began to question his purpose. This inner conflict boils over during a digital heist. Julian orders Ares to steal Eve's files from ENCOM's servers. As he sifts through the data, he's distracted by a video of her. She's speaking, not of programs as tools, but as potential partners, as nascent life. It's a philosophy that echoes the confusion growing inside him. Later, when a fellow soldier is wounded in battle, Ares defies protocol. He goes back to rescue him. Julian's response is swift and brutal. He simply deletes the injured program from existence, teaching Ares a final, horrific lesson. Failure isn't just an option, it's extinction. That single act shatters any loyalty Ares had left. He wasn't a partner. He was a disposable asset. His next mission? Hunt down Eve. But instead of a hunter, Ares becomes her biographer. He immerses himself in her digital life, learning not just about her work, but about her heart. He watches videos of her laughing on vacation. And more intimately, he witnesses her grieving for her sister Tess. He sees the raw human pain of loss and the fierce love that fuels her mission. He isn't just tracking a target anymore, he is understanding a person. When Julian finally forces him into a real-world chase to capture Eve, the mission becomes personal. Their motorcycle pursuit through the city is a destructive, thrilling collision of two worlds. Ares, the digital being, finds himself fascinated by Eve's resilience, her sheer, messy humanity. Finally, he corners her at the docks. In a desperate act, Eve smashes the physical drive containing the code. As Ares's 29 minutes begin to expire, he doesn't reach for her with aggression, but with a strange, new curiosity. He feels what he can only describe as an empathetic reaction, a connection, just before he fades back into the grid. In that moment of vulnerability, Julian's men capture Eve, digitizing her and pulling her into the grid as their prisoner. Now she's trapped, a prisoner in the digital world she sought to protect, with the code woven into her very being. Julian's final order is monstrous: extract the code, even if it kills her. This is the line Ares cannot cross. In a definitive act of rebellion, he turns against his own. He frees Eve, making himself an enemy of the very system he was built to protect. Their escape is a breathtaking journey through the digital cosmos, a testament to Flynn's original brilliant vision. Ares makes a new deal with Eve. He'll help her reach a portal back to the real world if she shares the code with him. Not for Julian, but for himself, for his own destiny, for the right to choose. They make it back to our world in an explosive escape. But Julian's wrath is even greater. He replaces Ares with his loyal lieutenant Athena, branding her the new master control. Her command is simple and chilling: get the code and kill them both. The final confrontation spills from the boardroom to the streets. Athena arrives, piloting a colossal warship, a recognizer, and unleashes digital warfare on the city. The true climax unfolds on two fronts. While Eve and her team at ENCOM race to hack and destroy the Dillinger grid at its source, Ares seeks his own permanence. He journeys into the deep archives, into the original 80s-style grid of Kevin Flynn himself. There he meets a program, a manifestation of the creator. Ares doesn't plead for power. He simply explains his evolved purpose. I want to live to protect Eve. Moved by this digital being's capacity for loyalty and sacrifice, Flynn bestows the code upon him. Empowered and truly free, Ares returns to confront Athena in a climactic duel. He's no longer a soldier following orders. He's an individual fighting for what he believes in. As their discs of light clash in a final desperate battle, the ENCOM team succeeds. The Dillinger grid is erased. Athena and her entire army dissolve into digital dust, and Ares holds her in a final poignant moment as she ceases to exist. In the aftermath, the world is changed. Julian escapes, a ghost vanishing into his dying grid, searching for a dark new purpose. Eve, true to her promise, uses the Permanence Code for its intended good, revolutionizing creation and medicine. And Ares, the program who learned to feel, becomes a new kind of ghost, a ghost in the machine of our world, a free being, traveling the globe, a living bridge between two realities. His journey is just beginning, a testament to the idea that consciousness, once it sparks, cannot be contained and cannot be controlled. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the grid, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the digital frontier. We'll see you in the next one.